Okay, so here's the garden tour. I'm starting at the front of the garden. You can see there's a gate. There may be a fence here by the time you get here. Coming through it here in the front, these are peppers, 8 or 9 of them. Peppers are never ready early. I don't know that any of you will get a chance at peppers, but you can see there's one right there. Let them ripen. They're better that way. Tomatoes and basil here. You should take the basil. Anytime you see flowers on the basil, take it. You could take a lot of this plant, even like half of it almost. Tomatoes everywhere. If the garden's wet, you don't want to do much to the tomatoes. That's what communicates disease. Coming up through here, this is nothing. It used to be spinach. That's tomatoes. These 3 are all tomatoes. So a couple of tomatoes that we took out through here. This is where the blight started. You can see tomatoes you just look for. They should be pretty apparent on all of these. So 3 beds of tomatoes right across here. I'm going to walk through back out to the edge. You have carrots and onions. The onions probably wait. Carrots, if you really want a carrot while you're here, feel free, take one, you just pull it up. Coming over here, we've got 5 more tomato plants in this bed. All of these tomatoes are different varieties. Often there's a stick like this where you can see what it is. This one says Sun Gold. It's wrong, and these are actually black cherry tomatoes. Again, tomatoes, you're just looking for a tomato that you want to eat. Some of them are yellow. Some of them are red and other colors. Over here we've got melons. I don't think any of the melons will be ready before we get back, but they might be, so watch for it. If the stem on a melon pulls off easily, that's when you want to eat it. If it doesn't come off easily, it's not ready. There are actually 4 or 5 different kinds of melons through here, ranging from honeydew, which might be ready. Something that looks like a cantaloupe to you might be ready. The watermelons almost certainly won't. We have corn. If it falls over, don't worry about it. Corn falls over. We're not that worried about corn. This is going to be okra up here at the top of this bed. I think there are just 4 or 5 that have made it, and that's actually enough okra for us, so no worries. 6 asparagus beds across the back. None of this is to be eaten this year. It's all to be eaten next year, but you can check it out if you want. Let's see. This is broccoli. By the time we leave, this probably will be dead, but you can see with broccoli that you can just cut it off right there and eat it. You wait till it's as big as you want it to be. Here we've got 1 bed of cucumbers. You can see there are tons of flowers. Cukes do great if you pick them while we're not here. The more you pick them, the more people will get them. So like this is a cucumber that's just starting. It's not big enough, obviously. But you want to eat them when they're pretty small. So dig through here, look for them. You know, you can kind of train them up the trellises. You really got to look for them though. Like this is a lemon cucumber. You can see tucked down in here, there's a little ball. That's a cucumber, and it's close to ready. Don't wait too long on it. We've got beans here. Actually, I'm going to stop and give you some context. There's the house again. There's the front gate. We've got 5 beds here that have nothing in them. That's okay. You can just let them be. They used to have peas and garlic and spinach. So back to the beans. The beans are several different varieties. You can see some climb and some don't. What you're looking for depends a little bit. You're looking for a green bean that looks like something you'd want to eat, go ahead and pick it. Some of these are beans that you actually want to take out of pods. Like this one, this is a tongue of fire bean. These are nearly ready. I bet we'll eat some of these before you get a chance at them. But those have to be taken out of their shells to be eaten. And then while you're here, we'll probably have some green beans come in on the poles, the taller ones. And those you eat just like green beans you buy in the store. Back to the asparagus. You may see a fence come in while we're gone. Just come in, do what you want. Up here we've got more beans. Right here we've got more beans. And then down in the ground here we've got a few other things. We've got a couple of onions and a couple of carrots, but those aren't doing very well and we're not worried about it. Coming around to this side, you've got more tomatoes in through here. Again, you're just looking for tomatoes you want to eat, but know that there are different varieties. This, for example, is a green zebra. It's got some striping to it, and those are nearly ready. They're about the right size. You'd want to eat those. Watch for ones you want to eat and eat them. Let's see, tomatoes all through here. Pumpkins will probably be planted right in through this area by the time you're here. Just let them be. You can see lots of tomatoes. Just take care, walk on the wood. Don't walk on the straw. You know, we've got different types of tomatoes here as well. This is a yellow pear tomato. Those will be ready soon. You know, if you see something like this where it's really trying to get out of the cage too much, you can kind of try to tuck it back in or not. It's not a big deal. So there you go. That's this part of the garden. We'll go over to some other parts here in a minute.